We go walking in the dark. We go walking out at night. And it's not as lovers go two by two, to and fro, but it's one by one by one in the dark.
Well, Bernie, I must say I never expected our final date to look anything like this. Your outfit's a little lackluster. It's not as funny when you can't laugh. Perhaps I was a fool for thinking we could grow old together. Perhaps I'm still a fool for wondering what could have happened if I came home an hour earlier, or told you I loved you more often, or somehow found a way between you and that rope. I mean, what a life we had begun.
All out on your railroad, all out on the sea, all out on your railroad, far as I can see. Swing and turn, Jubilee, live and learn, Jubilee. Hardest work I ever done, working on a farm. Easiest work I ever done, swinging my true love's arm. Swing and turn, Jubilee, live and learn, Jubilee.
I am the only person alive who knows the way in which you loved me. When I die, all that we were will follow me. And as a result, you will die all over again. People will remember both of us. Surely they will. But not the poems you'd write to me, or the initials I'd sew into your collar, or the gold bands we both wore as a token of hope that maybe one day they would actually mean something. Bernie, if we are remembered separate from each other, then are we truly remembered at all?
When we get married, it'll be somewhere in the south of France, doing me sort of Saint-Tropez. And we'll be surrounded by poplar trees, and the priest might even declare us holy.
And we'll live out the rest of our days on a terrace drinking champagne overlooking the Alps.
Do you really think so?
Eventually. I really hope so. I don't need some fancy European wedding so long as I got you. Just jump in, the water can't hurt you.
Yes, you can. It's cold and there's snapping turtles sometimes.
Well, there aren't none today, or else I'd already be bit.
Easy for you to say, Minnow.
Just, I'll count to 3 and you'll get in. Okay?
All right.
Right? 1, 2, 3.
Jesus, I think I'm becoming hypothermic.
Oh, poor baby. Here, I'll keep you warm. Do you call me Minnow because I'm like small and weak?
No, that would be hypocritical of me.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm not mad at you for leaving me here. I'm mad that you did it before we even had a fighting chance at actually living.
This is not a sustainable way of living.
What do you mean?
this life, this everything.
Right? I still don't quite understand what you're getting at with that.
Nothing ever happens, don't you see? You tell me to just wait a little longer for the world to change its mind, but I've been waiting a little longer for 5.5 years. Minnow, I'm exhausted.
I hate it when you call me that. Aren't I enough for you? We don't have to get married or have children or be seen to be happy.
You don't, Willadean. All I want is to just tell somebody that you're mine. All I want is to just open the blinds and turn on the light sometime.
Then do it.
Well, you know I can't. That's the whole thing.
Well, I don't know what you want me to do. If you're not going to try and change the world, Bernadette, then I guess we're stuck living like this, whatever this life is that you have such a problem with for the rest of our lives. I made my peace with it a long time ago, and I really hoped that you had too. You used to tell me, Minnow, loving you is the greatest thing I will ever do. And I hate that that's true. Because we're supposed to remember people by their achievements. Da Vinci's Mona Lisa, Shakespeare's tragedies, and now your legacy is this fabricated ball of nothingness. I couldn't begin to count all the different wedding vows I've drafted to you, but I quoted Ruth in each one. Wherever you go, I will go, and where you lodge, I will lodge. Your people shall be my people, and your God, my God. Where you die, I will die, and thereupon be buried. My entire life, I've been an actress playing a part I never auditioned for, hoping that eventually the film would run out and I'd be granted respite. You would have loved me for another 70 years within these 4 walls, but eventually I needed to be loved in the light. The word eventually has gone from promise to prison. I tell my mother and father I'll find a man to marry eventually, and you keep telling me we'll get married eventually. If what I tell my parents is a lie, then how can I believe you? Your hope for tomorrow is unmoving. I've gone mad hoping for tomorrow. But you are just too free. Something in you will always crave life. I call you Minnow, not because you're weak, but because at any given moment, a school of minnows may be swallowed up by the mighty largemouth bass, or caught in a fisherman's lure, or stuck between a cluster of rocks. Yet they swim on, in pale water, with their tiny fluorescent bodies glowing in the noontime sun.
the way they always have, the way they always will. That, my Minnow, that is tomorrow.